following programme is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language and flashing imagery.
Leaving home doesn't mean you're leaving alone. Leaving home doesn't mean you become a stranger. In fact, wherever you go, they will follow. Follow through the mist that rolls in from the Trent. They will march on together, until they meet Nottingham, Leeds, Wood, Warrington.
Glory returns to Leeds and to Josh Warrington.
Face to face, in the battleground, in the middle ground. There's no turning back.
Okay, well, a very good afternoon, everybody. Today, we bring you a piece of build-up content synonymous with the big fights. However, in this environment, under live pressure, something a little bit different. Before they meet in the ring, February 21st, 2026, in Nottingham, on what promises to be a very special night for British boxing, they meet here, in this room, with promoter Eddie Hearn in the middle. This is last man standing, Leigh Wood versus Josh Warrington, part 2, the rematch. This is Face Off Live.
Well, thank you, Jamie. Something different for you today ahead of what is a British blockbuster, February 21st at the Nottingham Arena, the long-awaited rematch. I'm so happy to finally get this over the line. We're going to do something different for you today, to face off between the two. Josh Warrington, Leigh Wood, please come and join us here at this table. By the way, this isn't open to the public. That's why there was just one person shouting back there. Well done, boys, and well done, both of you, for taking this fight. Josh, Leigh, we call this one last man standing. I think we should call it shit or bust, to be honest with you, because I think this is it for both you guys. Two guys that have been British greats of the last near decade in the sport. Both done it in a different way. You've been there for a long, long time. You came on late, an incredible run, became a world champion. You became a two-time world champion. You stepped up, both filling arenas in your respective cities, two of the biggest fan bases in the country. But let's roll it back to that first fight. The bad blood, the controversy, that incredible night of drama in a fight that you were in control of. What do you remember about that night?
Well, I'll start off by saying you keep an short job to do so. Eddie, build a fight, but you know, I've had 3 fights with Els, and I'm still here for the rematch.
No. Well, right. You...
2 1 2, can you hear me? Sweet Caroline. We're finally here, aren't we? It's been frustrating. I mean, I don't know what it is that's taking it so long. I've done everything on my side of the fence to make it happen. You know, in the first fight, it was amicable. I had nothing but respectfully. You know, I won't go as far as to say I hate him, but I don't like him now. You know, since the first fight, he never shown any respect. All I ever did were answer questions of what went wrong and what I thought happened in the fight. But for me, did I feel Leigh going into the first fight? Probably not. I didn't. I thought the fight was going as I expected it, quite a steady way until at round 7. Got to make sure the same mistake doesn't happen again. But you know, up until that night, up until that moment, I was having an easy night.
When you look back at the stoppage, of course,
yep.
No, I think one that there was arguments from everybody. Some feel that the fight should have been stopped. You certainly don't feel like the fight should have been stopped. You believe you should have been given the opportunity to fight on.
100%. I mean, I remember saying some bits in the post-fight press conference about hearing the bell. You know, when I watch it back, the bell goes when I'm on my back. But instinctively, I walk to the corner. Now, you look at a few months later, you have likes of Rob Ramirez versus Rafael Espinoza. And he's doing a dance all over when Espinosa when he gets knocked down, but goes on to win the fight. You know, a former stable mate of Leigh's, Anthony Joshua, you know, against Dubois. Gets knocked down in his corner, and the bell goes. Himself against Conlon, you know, gets knocked down in his corner, and he's allowed to carry on. Now, on the official scorecards, out up on every round. You know, I'm regarded as one of the fittest in the game. I'm experienced at world level. Why not be given that opportunity? If we carry on the next round and Leigh knocks me out, then I don't get this chance to sit here, and what's done is done. I can't complain about it, but at least give me the benefit of the doubt, Eddie. I've always been there and thereabouts. You know, been stopped once before, but like I say, give me the opportunity to carry on. It's world level boxing.
Leigh, as far as you're concerned, the stoppage was just on the night, but you were well behind in the fight. It was a tremendous fight, great atmosphere, but you believe you did your job that night and the referee was right to stop the contest?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. To say I was down on points, that means I didn't win one round, from 1 round to 7. I thought I at least won a round or 2, and then with the knockdown would have put it level. But regardless, it didn't get the distance anyway. But as Josh said, yeah, I got knocked down round 1 against Conlon, but I looked at the ref and I hold my hands up and say, look, I'm all right. And the ref went, yep, all right, sign, you're responsive. Josh was looking at fucking block 15, the opposite way to the ref. The ref was counting, his corner was screaming at him to turn around, and he didn't because he didn't know where he was. He didn't have a clue where he was. He thought the fight was already over. Why else would you walk to your corner and stand in your corner? You'd sit down if you thought it was the corner. If you knew where you was, you'd go to your corner and sit down. So he stood in his corner, hands over the ropes.
The still wasn't in. The still wasn't in.
You had your arms over the ropes.
The referee's instruction, they come into the corner, right? They come into your change room before the fight. They say, show me, you're good, on the count of 8. You can see quite clearly, I'm fucking annoyed with myself. I actually looked to the sky and say, well, whatever block 15 you said. I say, for fuck's sake, because I'm disappointed. I'm annoyed with myself for getting knocked down, giving you a chance to get back into the fight. I turn round on 8, and he's already waving his hands.
Yeah,
No.
Because he already counted.
I meant to show that I'm okay and good to go by the count of 8, and I've done.
No, you didn't.
All right, okay then. It's going to be...
If you'd have turned around and said to the ref, yeah, mate, I'm sad.
I turned round, what else more do you do?
You already counted me. You ain't got all day, you know. You've got a time frame.
Get the footage up.
I'll post it later. I've got it. Everyone's seen it.
Right, yeah.
What went wrong for you in that fight? I mean, you were behind, like you say. Impressed with the performance of Josh Warrington that night. It's not the first time you've been behind in a fight. You've come through. We saw it, of course, in the Conlon fight as well.
I don't know if you can remember, but we did the same thing, exact same thing before the fight. We sat down, and I said to everyone there, I said, look, Josh may get success in this fight, but he'll work really hard for this success, and I will make him pay for that. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, he won rounds, but at what cost? It cost him the fight. If he wants to do that again, he can do that again. He give me loads of opportunities. It's his choice. And if he doesn't give me them opportunities, I'll break him down another way. So it's like saying, oh, yeah, marathon runner, someone sprinted off for the first 200 metres. Yeah, but it was winning. It was winning the race. Yeah, he was. At what cost? At what cost did it cost him the race?
When we talk about this fight, massively long-awaited rematch. I mean, should have happened a year ago, but we're here. When you look at the position that both you guys are in now, obviously you're coming off a great fight with Kakachi, but a defeat. Josh, had lost to Kakachi, came back, got a win under his belt. Who does this fight favour at this point in their careers? Where do you put yourself and where do you put Josh Warrington right now?
As you say, it's shit or bust, innit? But I don't even know what I'm not even thinking about after this fight. I'm thinking about winning this fight. Do what I normally do. Prepare how I normally prepare. This is just as important as the first fight for me. Because if I lose this fight, it takes away the credibility of the first fight. So I need to make sure I do a better job this time. I don't know if I'm going to fight again after this fight. I haven't even thought about it. But for me, I need to win this fight. Everything comes down to winning this fight for me.
When you envisage this fight and when you think about Josh Warrington right now, is that another stoppage victory in Nottingham on February 21st?
Yeah, it's highly likely. It's highly likely. I'm preparing for Josh at his best. Like I did the first time I boxed him, I wasn't thinking about, right, it's coming off a loss or coming off whatever. I'm thinking, right, Josh doing what he does best, these things. I need to make sure I'm nailing these bits. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I've got a voice note on my phone from when you sent me the next day. The weight must have killed you. Yeah, it did fucking kill me. It killed me. So this time going into this fight, I am going to be a bit fresher. I am going to be a bit stronger. And I don't want that performance to look as bad as it did last time. Regardless of how hard he works, I want to be in full control.
Josh, same question to you as well. When you think about your career right now, you go back to the Kakachi stoppage of Leigh Wood.
Yep.
Who's fresher? How's your confidence going into this fight?
Well, listen, I know what went wrong in that Kakachi fight, and fair play to Anto. He did what he had to do. You know, out-hustled me, outboxed me, but he didn't have me spinning around and running back to my corner like he did with Leigh. You know, never at one stage. I mean, I wasn't even at races already. I was medal elsewhere, but he never had me in that position. And Leigh can sit there and talk about him and his team, look through these bits of data and footage and stuff like that, but you can't sit there and say that you anticipated me be deducted a point in 7th round for an illegal blow. You know, I was facing Leigh, I let the shot go, he slightly turned, he hit the side of his head and I get point taken. I lost my head in a fight that I didn't want to lose a single round, you know, because I believe that I'm a lot better than him, and I just wanted to, whether the fight go 12 rounds or another couple of rounds, I just wanted to outbox him every single round. But that cost me eventually. You know, made a bit of a mistake, obviously, in that round 7, give him an opportunity. And then, you know, as he claims, he knocked me out. No, he got an opportunity to buzz me, then hit me with 5 clean punches, got up, and the referee stopped it. So, yeah, keep looking like that, mate, but that's the truth. That's the truth. And
if he was winning every round, you're so far ahead, why would you lose your head over 1 point?
Because I'm a perfectionist, Leigh, and I wanted to win. I don't believe that you're at level, and I just don't believe that you should have been able to win a round against me. So that's just it, mate. That's just it. But do you know what, Eddie? Like, when I beat him in his own backyard, February 21st, if there's a third day, if he still wants to box, then I'd happily go to Leeds. I'd happily go to Leeds and have another one there. He's been wanting the stadium fight for some time. I mean, a couple of years ago when he told me he was going to sort out this Mexican mess and then got fucking sparked out by Lara, you know, that went shit to bust, didn't it? So if he wants that stadium fight, I'd give him a third. I'd go to Ellen Road, and we're like a fighting Leeds, don't we?
When you think about, he said, I'm not even thinking about fighting after this fight. Do you put everything, all your energy into this moment? I said that before about, you know, the title of this. Do you feel that a defeat there could well be the end of the road? For both of you?
Well, I mean, he's about 43 now, isn't he? So, you know, there's only so much you can do in this sport. But, you know, again, when we sat up here, you mentioned this is shit or bust, but I feel fantastic. You know, and over this last year, it's been something that I've really needed, because I think 11 years, gets 30-0, ranked #1 in the world, you know, top 10 in pound-for-pound divisions and things like pound-for-pound rankings. And then, you know, defeat, rematches, broken jaws, and then waiting 10 months, waiting 11 months for fights. It's like my head's been all over the place. And for, you know, last Christmas, you know, birth for my little baby son, and it's just made me step away from boxing. Now, I feel like I've resurrected. Fuck me, like last year, I'm on for 3 weeks because I'd retired. You know, and that's all I've known since I've been a 7-year-old lad, is boxing. It's shaped my life, it's shaped my family's life, it's shaped everything. But I've just put things into perspective, and I'm coming into this fight in a different mindset, and physically, well, you can't argue what I'm doing in the gym. And what adds to that is my mindset, and when my mind's on cue, then I beat anybody.
Leigh, I get the feeling you are putting the pressure on. I know no fighter likes to say it, but, you know, I know after the Kakachi
There'll be no third fight. There'll be no third fight. I promise you there'll be no third fight.
You put everything into this fight, absolute must-win. Defeat for you is the end of the road. You put that pressure on yourself?
Yeah, every time.
Josh, you've travelled around the world, but you've always kind of done a lot of it in your backyard because of the massive fan base. And, you know, Leigh the same as well. But, you know, Sheffield was incredible for both of you. It was a neutral venue at the time. You know, no one wanted to go to Leeds or Nottingham. It was just that it was half Nottingham, half Leeds. It was fantastic as well. What's the buzz like about going into his backyard? And obviously for the fans as well, a little away day. I know it's not far to travel, but something very different for them.
Well, I know I certainly won't be alone in there. You know, I mean, it is only me and him in the ring, but you know, my support has always been fantastic. You know that, They've always travelled in the numbers, and I'm sure they'll be enjoying a little away day in February. We'll be segregated arena again, but yeah, it's going to be nice. But it's just going to be like Sheffield, for six rounds or so. East side of the arena were quiet. There was nothing. You could hear a pin drop at their side of the arena, and then obviously.
Good job it's not a 6-round fight, then, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, but then they start getting a bit giddy when when he got the stoppage. But it won't be that this time, and it'd be nice to beat him in his own backyard, and when he's had all his glory and success and stuff like that, and yeah, just Dirty Leigh to come over and take over.
Aunt Sue's been on. The ticket requests have been
Crazy.
bigger than ever.
I think we done 2,000 overnight. We did 1,200 overnight.
Yeah.
How many days have been? 3 days.
Yeah.
2,000 tickets. Yeah, crazy. So massive thank you to everyone that's got behind me as always. From all over the shop, not just Nottingham, literally everywhere. Sending tickets, Ireland, Scotland, London, all over the shop. So yeah, massive thank you to everyone that's got behind me again. Going to be nice and loud and crazy night, February 21st.
And what happens on February 21st? How do you envisage the fight? We know the first fight was a fight of two halves, if you like. I mean, you don't see that this time around. You see yourself in control of this fight from early doors?
I'll approach the fight. I'll adjust as I need to adjust. Like, if Josh wants to go crazy as he did last time and give me them opportunities, then I'll adjust. But more control this time out, and it's probably a more emphatic stoppage, but in a different manner.
Josh, last time were in control. I think you had
outboxing him. The beautiful boxer we're getting his head jabbed off.
With you by your head, getting my head jabbed off here.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, you're getting outboxed. That's simple as that. And then, like I say, gift of the gods. Like, lost my head with Michael Alexander.
If you was winning that many rounds, 6 rounds or whatever, and you hit me with 400 punches, how come none of your punches was lucky? Why was none of your punches from the gods?
Because
I can answer it for you, but it's because I'm probably more resilient than you, but mainly I punch harder than you, a lot harder. So,
right, okay.
To summarise the whole fight, you need to be perfect for 36 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not take your eye off the ball once. I need to be perfect for 1 or 2 seconds.
And I'll say,
statistically, it's going to happen again.
Right, okay. Well, a punch can change fight. You can all go away. You being there yourself, you can go all the way down to the last punches in the 12th round. But for a lot of my fights, which have gone the distance, I didn't allow that to happen. I allowed mistakes to happen. I did let a mistake happen, and like I say, it comes down to, again, me losing my head in that 7th round. But you are going to get that blessing this time. You are going to get that blessing. There's moments in there where I can still see your face now in discomfort, and I have my reasons for, keeping it to boxing. But, this time round, I'm going to let you feel off the hook, mate. And we'll see. We'll just see.
Leigh, you are renowned as being a puncher, and Josh has got a fair few stoppages, not as many as you.
By his head, maybe.
Oh, by his head. Fucking boring, mate. Change the record.
There's more stoppages with his head than his hands, I'm telling you. Carry on, sorry.
You mentioned the key word there, resilience.
Hold on, let's talk about stoppages. You're talking about what level? Well, look through his box rec. I never, when we've been brought through Steve Wood, my manager, and my dad, Sean, I won't fighting likes of Eastern Europeans who've had 700 losses and 1 win. I have genuinely tough guys coming through, and at sometime in my career, I'll probably have bantamweight, super bantamweight, not bantamweight fighting for fucking featherweight titles. But I know I can dig, and he knows I can dig as well. So, it doesn't matter what I've done to other people. It's about what happens between me and him.
You were stopped against Leigh Wood. You were stopped against Kachi. You mentioned the key word there, resilience. Who's got the better chin?
You talk about resilience. I didn't run off to my corner. I'd rather go on my back. He fucking sprinted to his corner when against Kakachi.
I didn't. I sprinted away from it to get a breather. Then my corner fractured through the top.
Yes, he did.
I'd have still been there. I'd have still been there to get knocked out. My corner saved me, really. I probably would have got chinned, but my corner saved me. But I would have never jacked. You never seen me jack. In my whole life, you ever seen me jack?
I've never seen anybody do 100 metres in ring.
I'm going to hit you so
think
fucking
that
hard. I can't wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Threw it
I
in
can't wait
again.
for it. I can't wait for it. Like, the last 2 years, my annoyance is there's never been no respect from yourself to say, you know what, it was a good fight. Josh, we're doing it right.
did.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
I did.
The only time we did,
You were still concussed.
The only time we did,
You were still concussed.
was in the medical room.
And in the ring.
That's the only time that you did. And I
And in
remember
the-
watching
and in the
there,
ring.
Right? You didn't say it in the ring, right?
I said really-
Afterwards,
really good body
I
shots,
walk into
Josh.
post-fight presser, and
Great
you're going,
fight.
yeah, we're part of game plan. Yeah, we're all part of game plan. Yeah, we knew Josh was going to... Bollocks.
That wasn't the case.
Bollocks. And since that, you won the fight. So why are you getting so upset about it?
So you're delusional.
I hate him. I'm going to drive to Leeds. Saying you're in Manchester, didn't do fuck all. I'm going to drive to Leeds and punch his end. Don't start
I never
getting
said
all
I'd
that one.
drive
You
to
did.
Leeds. I didn't.
Just want to get the fucking interview. You're deluded, mate. You are deluded.
You're delusional.
Right,
After the
okay,
fight, I said,
okay.
look,
You say
Josh,
that's on.
that was
Leigh,
a hard
Leigh,
fight.
That's on record. It's on a video.
I said it
You
was a
say
hard-
you say.
I said it
I'm
was a hard
thinking
fight.
about driving up to Leeds and punching his head in.
I might have, because you... Might
yeah,
been
you said
retaliation.
that,
It might have
you
been
said that.
retaliation for something you said.
And then I said in Manchester, well, do what you need to do.
After the fight, I said, look, great fight, Josh. I tried to pick you up a little bit, because I thought you looked a bit down. I thought, Josh, great fight. You come with some really good body shots. Week after the fight, you started posting some shit. I thought,
Posted some shit.
fuck this prick,
All
I'm
I
gonna give it
ever posted was a response. That's all I ever posted. It was earlier than that anyway. It was in the post-fight press conference. You were talking shit. There's been no respect. You won the fight.
You said, lucky
It's
shot.
like- it's like you're the one
lucky
who's
shot.
been
Ref
victim.
stopped it too early. We're talking about a referee that, like, refs world-class boxing week in, week out.
And I've had him
And what,
many,
you
many
think he got it-
times.
You think he got it wrong?
I made a
you think
mistake.
you think he got it wrong?
Can a human error not happen?
Yeah,
And
of course
people
it
don't
can,
make-
but
exactly.
I'm asking if you think he got it wrong.
I think he does get it wrong, yeah.
And you was looking up to block 5, not knowing where you was. And you walk back to your corner like you've had 50 pints.
50 pounds.
He was all over
I
the
walked back
shop.
to the corner, and I'm gone. For fuck's sake, because I'm annoyed with myself.
Yeah, but
I knew where I was.
heard yourself, but you thought the fight was over.
No, I didn't.
So why didn't you turn around?
I did too. Have I not just said this in like first 10 minutes of this
Sean was
interview?
screaming at you to turn around, you didn't turn around.
I turned round on the count of 8. I've just said that. I said that at the start of this. Did I not say that I did?
We'll share
Did
it.
I not
We'll
say
share-
that?
We'll
I
share
said
it
that.
again.
Well, say,
Hey, I don't need to justify. It didn't happen to me. It happened to you. So I need to.
but you're asking me the question
I don't
and I'm
need to defend
answering it, but it's
myself.
not going in your head.
It's on video. I can just share it.
You share it. 7, 8 on 8, I turn round. Show me you're all right at it. If you go down, the referee's instruction in the change room. If you go down at 8, Josh, if you go down, show me you're all right by 8.
Will you show
I
me you're all right?
I show him all right, yeah. What do you want me to do?
Well, that is done. February 21st. How bad do you want to beat this man in Nottingham Arena?
Say for 2 years I've been asking for this rematch. You know, like I say, I don't hate him, but I dislike him. I dislike him the way he's gone about things, and you know, it's just going to be enjoyable to share a room with him, shall we say, Edward. And you know, I've got so much ammunition to drive me in training, to push me. Not that I need it, because I always train my bollocks off anyway. But we've worked on things just in case it were to come about. So I've been more than prepared. You know, he never expected me to box his head off for, you know, at first half of fight. Never expected that. You can sit there smiling all smug and stuff and, you know, say, yeah, we're all part of the plan. Bollocks. Bollocks.
Leigh, I know you want to win. You need to win. The last chance till we meet again in promos and fight week. Look at the man and tell him what happens in front of a sold-out Nottingham Arena, February 21st.
I'm going to hit you so hard. I'm going to hit you so fucking hard, and I can't wait.
You win this fight by knockout?
Absolutely.
Josh?
You don't see Fallon Bell.
Both predict the stoppage, February 21st.
It's happening.
Well,
the feather-fisted pillow puncher is going to stop him.
well, February 21st, live on DAZN, we get a British blockbuster, a brilliant card as well, incoming, to be announced this weekend. Tickets go on sale on Monday between these two. As I said, two of British boxing's greats over the last decade. Two former world champions, two guys with massive fan bases. It all happens Nottingham Arena, live on DAZN. We're going to have a head-to-head face-off just up here. Thank you.
Shot there, yeah? Keep the hand up. What? Let's go. We're backing off again. Top see it.
To the front, boys. Go.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's fucking violent now. Get violent now. Get violent now. Get violent now.
Cheers, boys. Well done. See you February 21st.
Leaving home doesn't mean you're leaving alone. Leaving home doesn't mean you become a stranger. In fact, wherever you go, they will follow. Follow through the mist that rolls in from the treads. They will march on together, until they meet Nottingham, Leeds, Wood, Warrington.
Returns to Leeds and to Josh Warrington.
Face to face, in the battleground, in the middle ground. There's no turning back.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA. EFL is more than a fight.
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.